All right, g'day guys, I am back. I am going to be doing a new budget artist pencil review. As you can see, we've done 3 previously, and we're going on to another brand today, which is the Francheville, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but that will do, brand of coloured pencil. These I picked up at Spotlight here in Australia. They were around the $20 mark, I believe. If we turn them over, they're still in their plastic. So I might take plastic off to get rid of the glare. So they come, as you can see, wrapped in plastic. Wrapped in plastic. Oh, we're going back to Twin Peaks time. Those that are old enough to get that will get that. Okay. All right, so it has a sleeve on it. We'll turn it over. All right, the set includes 36 coloured pencils, 3mm lead, so that's quite a thin lead, with fine and for detailed drawing. High pigmented for light, fast and vibrant colours. Water resistant and smudge proof, made from quality poplar wood and sharpened with regular pencil sharpeners. Now it says here like some names. I don't know if the pencils themselves have names on them. We will find that out when we open it up. Okay, it says made in China. It's imported and distributed for Spotlight, so it must be a Spotlight brand. Okay, and it conforms to the ASTM-D. All right. Okay, so let's take this off. Let's sleeve off. Open this tin. It's not a hinged tin, it's just coming straight up. All right, we've got a nice bit of cardboard there for protection, and here is the colored pencil. Okay, does it have names on it to match the names on the tin? No. Okay, but the barrel is fully colored, so you can see what it is. We've got our dip end. Let's pull one out. Okay, so it says colored pencil on there. Kind of interesting that it's imported for Australia, yet it's spelt with the American coloured, but okay, we will go with that. And it has a closed end. This is what it looks like. Okay, it's got a nice, comes pre-sharpened to a nice point. Excellent. So we will go with what it says on the back for the colours, which is what I have, but I have rearranged them slightly. Just to fit with the color schemes that I have been doing previously. So I just took the yellow ochre and the gold from here and put it down here in front of the raw sienna, so it kind of fits in with that component of the previous swatches that we've done. So I'm going to go off now and swatch these, and I'll speed that up and you can watch me swatch them down. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I have just normal cartridge print paper here, and here I have put down a toothier drawing paper with a higher weight, so that we can see what it's like on both just regular paper and professional paper, because they are aimed at supposedly artist pencils. So let's get into the swatching, and I will be back at the other end of it. Okay, so I've just come back from sharpening them. I like to pre-sharpen them before we do it, just especially with budget pencils. They all sharpened really well. There was only a few that look like they've got maybe just a slight off-center of the core, but nothing too extreme. So yeah, I only had a couple break in the pencil sharpener, but you know, that generally happens as well, but they sharpened well the next time. Could have just been how I was holding it in the pencil sharpener. So that is how they sharpened. So we will get to the swatching. Okay, so you can see the swatches. They laid down really nice. They felt nice laying down. They've got a similar feel probably to the Aldi Creative Place ones. Very bright colours, a nice range. I did move a few around. That's what these little things will indicate. So when I put it into my pencil case, I will put them in those specific orders because they just work better with the way I like my my swatches and my colours to be done. And yeah, there's a nice range of greens. The only thing probably missing is there's none of the colours are light. Now, as we know, I am a bit of a heavy colorist, so lighter layers will produce a lighter pigment, but I have treated all of these pencils the same. So one's cross, one's back, one's cross, with the same amount of pressure that I use for every single one. So you can see that there is a difference in the pigment laydown for each one. What else could we rate about this? They didn't break. The tips didn't break on me, which is, as you know, I'm a notorious tip breaker. So they've got a bit of strength to them and they felt nice going down. So we're going to go on to the next stage of the comparison, which is this one. So I've got here, so we've been doing this for all of the pencils. So this one here is the Aldi. Then we've got our Ergo Soft, and then we have our Mop Mart. So what happens in the last few weeks, as you're all aware, is the saga of the Arteza, and all of a sudden all of these pencils are possibly not they are possibly water soluble. So especially it seems to be more with the budget pencils. So I'm going to come along just on these ones, just for those that are interested, and we'll see what happens. I've got a water brush, and we will just see what happens when we add water. So this is the LD Creative Place, and you can see that the pigment is in fact moving. So you would have to be careful of what you do with these. Okay, easily moved. All right, I just need to get a paper towel or something to wipe my brush with. I should have been organized and I was not. Hold on, just get the tissue. All right, so we're going to come back. We've got the Ergo Soft. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so there's no pigment movement with the Ergo Soft. And then we have the Montmartre. Hopefully, should probably put that in. Hopefully you can see that there is in fact pigment lift up with the Montmartre brand as well. So there we go. So that's those ones, and we will come back and we will do the Francheville when we get to that section. So I just wanted to show you that. So out of these, we've got the Aldi one did in fact move. We've got the Ergo Soft did not, and the Montmartre Premium did. Okay. So I got this down, $15 to $20. Highly pigmented, light fast and vibrant, 3mm core. And interestingly enough, it says on the package that it is water resistant and smudge proof. So we will indeed find out as we do this. Okay, so what I have been doing is I've been doing a yellow and a blue. What kind of blue have I been doing now? See, I can't even remember. Let's have a look. Whether it was a light blue or a cobalt. I don't think it really matters. Let's just go with the light blue. Okay. So I'll speed this up, but you can see, just go lightly back and forth and see how they blend. Okay, so I'm back. You saw me layer that. It layered together beautifully. Got a nice green from that. Let's just bring the other ones back out so you can see how they look in comparison. So they did layer nice, and I didn't feel any true resistance as I was layering them up. I didn't really need to go much further than that. Probably could have, but that's kind of where I stopped. And then we also have our white, yellow and red. So if we compare them over here to the other ones that we've done, they are quite pigmented. Not as pigmented as the Ergo Soft on the black, but they're not too bad. Again, I would put them in the same kind of range as the LD. The Montmartre did perform very well on the black as well. So that's kind of where we are with that. Let's see how it goes with water. It does say that it's water resistant, so it actually has that on the package. So let's see what happens. Okay, and we can see that that is in fact not true. Okay, so the pigment is breaking down and it is spreading. So that is something to be mindful of. Does this kind of stuff bother me? No, I personally, it wouldn't affect me in my coloring. These aren't the kind of pencils I would use on a professional piece anyway. And I use workable fixative, so I'm not too concerned about that. I guess the only time that you have to be really worried about this is if you are going to do some kind of water medium afterwards for a background or stuff. I would suggest doing that first. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to colour the little mushy room, the same as I have coloured previously. And you should be able to see how they look in comparison to these guys. So that's the plan there. And I'm trying to make sure, I'm just seeing if I can actually get it in camera. I don't think I can, all of them, but it's not a big deal. All right, I'm going to go in and colour this and I'll come back at the end. Okay, so we're back. And I think you can see that the thing that comes out with these Francheville ones is the vibrancy. They are exactly what they claim to be, vibrant. In comparison to these other ones, the color is just smack you in the face bright. However, that's not necessarily a good thing. As you can see, it was very difficult for me to achieve like a nice sky blue background. The color's too intense. So, you know, I think with the color range, they're lacking some of those lighter colors, which is what I talked about with the swatching. As we saw, they are lacking those more like muted tones that allow you to get that that subtlety when you're doing a picture. But it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed this one, and coming up soon will be another brand. If there is any that I don't do that you're really curious about, please just let me know. They are budget ones, so I'm happy to look into them and see how we go. I'm always happy to test new pencils. All right, I shall say goodbye for that. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button, all of that. And as always, remember, be kind, be strong, be a warrior, and I'll see you later. Bye.